boys and girls. It's Mrs. Villanova, and I am here to read you one of my favorite all-time books, which is called Fox. Now, I decided to read it to you this way instead of out loud, just because I wanted you to be able to have the chance to stop and jot when you felt like it was important to stop and jot. And I also wanted to be able to enjoy our read aloud today without you guys having to just sit and listen to me read the whole time. So as you need to, stop and jot. And as you're stopping and jotting, I want you guys to be thinking about what's important, what is sticking out as something that you think that you should be noticing or wondering or thinking. Okay, and you'll record those in your reading journal. Now, I'll do my best to show you the entire picture, so you're going to see a lot of sliding up and down. All right, so without further ado, let's enjoy Fox by Margaret Wilde and Ron Brooks. Beautiful pictures. Fox. Okay. Through the charred forest over hot ash runs Dog with a bird clamped in his big, gentle mouth. He takes her to his cave above the river, and there he tries to tend her burnt wing. But Magpie does not want his help. "I will never again be able to fly," she whispers. "I know," says Dog. He is silent for a moment, then he says, "I am blind in one eye, but life is still good." "An eye is nothing," says Magpie. "How would you feel if you couldn't run?" Dog does not answer. Magpie drags her body into the shadow of the rocks until she feels herself melting into blackness. There's an image to go with all of that. Days, perhaps a week later, she wakes up with a rush of grief. Dog is waiting. He persuades her to go with him to the riverbank. "Hop on my back," he says. "Look into the water and tell me what you see." Sighing, Magpie does as he asks. Reflected in the water are clouds and sky and trees, and something else. "I see a strange creature," she says. "That is us," says Dog. "Now hold on tight." With Magpie clinging to his back, he races through the scrub, past the stringy barks, past the clumps of yellow box tree, and into blueness. He runs so swiftly it is almost as if he were flying. Magpie feels the wind streaming through her feathers, and she rejoices. "Fly, Dog, fly! I will be your missing eye, and you will be my wings." And so Dog runs with Magpie on his back every day, through summer, through winter. After the rains, when saplings are springing up everywhere, Fox comes into the bush. Fox with his haunted eyes and rich red coat. He flickers through the trees like a tongue of fire, and Magpie trembles. But Dog says, "Welcome, we can offer you food and shelter." "Thank you," says Fox. "I saw you running this morning. You looked extraordinary." Dog beams, but Magpie shrinks away. She can feel Fox staring at her burnt wing. In the evenings, when the air is creamy with blossom, Dog and Magpie relax at the mouth of the cave, enjoying each other's company. Now and again, Fox joins in the conversation, but Magpie can feel him watching, always watching her. And at night, his smell seems to fill the cave, a smell of rage and envy and loneliness. There's a beautiful visual to go with that. Magpie tries to warn Dog about Fox. "He belongs nowhere," she says. "He loves no one." But Dog says, "He's all right. Let him be." That night when Dog is asleep, Fox whispers to Magpie, "I can run faster than Dog, faster than the wind. Leave Dog and come with me." Magpie says, "I will never leave Dog. I am his missing eye, and he is my wings." Fox says no more that night. The next day when Dog is at the river, he whispers to Magpie, "Do you remember what it is like to fly? Truly fly." Again, Magpie says, "I will never leave Dog. I am his missing eye, and he is my wings." But later that day, as Dog runs through the scrub with Magpie on his back, she thinks, "This is nothing like flying. Nothing." And when at dawn, Fox whispers to her for the third time, she whispers back, "I am ready." While Dog sleeps, Magpie and Fox streak past coolabah trees, rip through long grass, and pelt over rocks. Fox runs so fast that his feet scarcely touch the ground, and Magpie exults, "At last, I am flying, really flying." Fox scorches through woodlands, through dusty plains, through salt pans, and out into the hot red desert. He stops, scarcely panting. There is silence between them. Neither moves, neither speaks. Then Fox shakes Magpie off his back as he would a flea and pads away. He turns and looks at Magpie, and he says, "Now you and Dog will know what it was like to be truly alone." Then he is gone. In the stillness, Magpie hears a faraway scream. She cannot tell if it is a scream of triumph or despair. Magpie huddles, a scruff of feather adrift in heat. She can feel herself burning into nothingness. It would be so easy just to die here in the desert. But then she thinks of Dog waking up to find her gone. Slowly, jiggity hop, she begins the long journey home. And that, my friends, is the end of Fox. Lots to think about, lots to notice, and lots to wonder. Can't wait to hear about your thoughts.